What about you?
Yeah, I am a teacher by profession. So today I was in the college,
Hmm.
and after college, I'm here for the session.
What do you teach?
I am a biology teacher. I
Oh,
teach zoology. Hmm.
that's so cool. Oh my God. Biology teachers are kind of fun, actually. Now that I remember, like all of them were kind of fun. Anyway. All right. So is there anything in specific you'd like to talk about?
Not very specific. I would like to discuss about how to get the fluency when it comes to like just a person who are in like basic or intermediate level of English speaking. They
Mhm.
just want to go for advanced English speaking. What kind of things they should do? So
Um,
we can discuss on these things. Yes.
all right. Well, yeah, I mean, I was just talking about this with another person as well. I think I don't really have any tips and tricks per se. But the only, I feel like with any language, the only route to take is to speak it more and more, right? Just so that to speak the language as much as possible with as many people as possible, as much as possible, but also reading and writing. I'm personally a big fan of audiobooks when it comes to learning English and becoming fluent in English. I think when you have the book with you and you're following along to audiobooks, I feel like you learn how to say a lot of the words. Um,
Mm.
you kind of listen to other people talking, you listen to dialogue, you listen to the description of things, places, and it really helps. I feel like you get more naturally, you get more good at it because you're adapting to other people, actors, reading out the parts. Yeah, but I do think I was saying this with the other session as well, so I might sound repetitive, but I think we should have better conversations with people. I always feel like when I say practice as much as possible with English, the first like reasoning behind why someone doesn't is because they don't really talk to many people, or whoever they do talk to don't speak English either.
Yeah, actually, I just wanted to ask that, as you
Hmm.
mentioned, like talk as much as possible to get the fluency and to be like comfortable with this language. But sometimes, like we are from India, and here, especially in UP, people speak Hindi more.
Yeah.
So whom you will talk
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
So,
even here in Karnataka, Kannada is a big thing. People are really proud to be Kannada. So there's the language is always a barrier, not a bridge, which I do
mm,
not like. I
yes,
think that
right.
language should always be a bridge. It should always
Bridge.
be a bridge between cultures, between heritage, especially in a place like India, right?
Mm,
There's so much to share, so many stories to tell, but we always end up making little barriers. But yeah, I think it's very difficult, especially if someone is an introvert, right? And is anxious while talking to people. I was for the longest time an introvert. I hated talking to people. I would start
absolutely.
sweating. I would start like shivering when I was around people. And even in middle school, like because I didn't have many friends, I used to cry all the time. But I think it comes with, again, even becoming an extrovert or learning how to talk to people, even starting the conversation, that comes with practice as well. Like I would
Mm,
go to cafes and I would be writing, and anyone sitting next to me, just compliment them.
mm,
That's the easiest way to start a conversation. Ask someone how they do
mm.
their hair. Um, ask someone where they got that certain sari because it looks so beautiful.
Beautiful.
Um, like start complimenting them or start asking questions like, do you know the Wi-Fi
Mm.
password? Even little things like that.
Little things
And
matters.
and the other thing is make jokes. Like start with humor. Humor is a great gateway into people.
Mm.
I think laughing together is such a beautiful bonding
Beautiful.
experience,
You're right, right.
right?
And also, it's something like when you start talking to somebody, and because because you are introvert and you have to come out of this comfort zone.
Yeah.
Nobody is introvert. Everybody is like how to start, why to start, what I'm going to ask. So this is something completely up to you. You should start if you're looking for some advancement and improvement in your skills, especially the language. Then Yeah,
It,
very true.
it's like they say, the only way out is through. So
True.
you have to feel anxious, you have to
Mm,
feel scared, and you have to say it even though you are scared and anxious, you know? That's the only way you'll get out. And then you'll realize how
mm,
easy human beings are. You
mm.
can't really teach love. We can teach a lot of things. We can teach biology,
Yeah.
but that would only be a part of love. You,
Yes.
you, you can't really teach love, and you can't really teach affection. It comes naturally to
Generosity.
people. You'll, as you keep talking, you'll realize so many people around you are introverts, and we're waiting for someone to start the conversation.
Start. Yes, right, right. Very true.
You know?
I
So
completely agree.
like the more you speak, you're like, sorry, I was really nervous, but I really wanted to say that I
Mm,
think you're so beautiful. I love the shade of your lipstick. And they'll be like, oh
mm,
my God, thank you. And then
mm,
again, it starts, and then they'll say like, oh, my sister got it for me. She doesn't
mm.
remember what it's called, so I'm not able to buy another shade of the same lipstick or something like that. And these conversations start very naturally.
Yeah, then it started. Yes, right, right, right.
And another thing is, I think we don't employ the words, the questions like, how was your day? How
Mm,
are you? We don't employ them anymore. We don't employ them
mm,
correctly anymore. Our
mm,
automatic response is good,
mm,
okay. But there's
mm.
a conversation there. You have the opportunity to practice your English right there.
Yes, yes, yes. So, something what you're saying, I think is the open-ended questions and closed-ended question.
Mhm.
Always ask open-ended questions. Like
Yeah. And answer
ask
them.
in detail. Mm,
And answer them wisely and answer them in detail. I think
mm,
a lot of us, we're looking for conversation, but every time someone says, how are you? You just end up saying good. And
mm.
you close the
You,
conversation right there,
yes, yes,
dead
yes.
end. But if you say, oh, I'm good, you know what I did today? I
Mm,
traveled really far to see a friend,
mm.
and he left too early, so I was kind of sad, and blah, 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 blah. It ends the conversation. And then you'll want to know, oh, how far? Where was it? What did you do when you met this person? Why did they leave early? All these questions start coming about, you know? And it's beautiful to practice your English.
Mm,
Um,
right, right.
I think if you're looking for conversation, but your automatic response is always good, okay, never mind,
Okay.
yes, no,
Mm.
that's kind of, you got to say your piece, say your mind.
This is also kind of art. We should learn it.
Yes,
How
it
to
is.
ask, how to
I,
get involved.
I always think conversations are an art. I cannot get along with people who can't have a good conversation. I think having good conversations is such a beautiful little, I don't know, phenomenon. I think a good
Phenomenal.
conversation, only a good conversation has become too rare.
Yeah,
You know?
right, right. So true.
Even with like social media, when someone texts you, you want to text quickly, you want to add abbreviations to everything, you want to make short forms for everything. It kind of kills the language in a way.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Pashna, what do you think? Like, why do many people struggles to speak English even after studying English for so many years? I have seen, as I am from education sector, I have seen people who are really from their childhood, since their childhood, they are really learning this language. But
Mhm.
even today, they are not so comfortable in speaking when it comes to speak.
Well, I guess I don't really have an answer to that, but I would guess or presume that it's the environment they're in. So if the environment they're in doesn't permit them to have good conversations, or maybe a lot of the time in like family gatherings and stuff like that. So yeah, I think even though I have studied so much English, and I'm still studying, but I work and I teach English to kids as well. So I'm quite extroverted, I feel, though before I wasn't. But I think in family gatherings and stuff, I get really quiet because once or twice I have tried to be myself and stuff like that. But the environment is always not always friendly to that. Some people
Right.
just want you to be silent. They say you can't
Mm.
say that stuff. You shouldn't be quiet, be quiet, be quiet. I think that kind of goes deep into the head, and it kind of silences people who are capable of good conversation.
Mm.
So sometimes like making those people talk becomes like an act of fishing or something, just waiting for their true self to come out, you know.
Mm.
I'm a big fan of I don't know if this is weird, but I sometimes like bite people the minute I meet them. Yeah, put warnings everywhere around the city, but I bite people or I make fun of them, and not in like a bad way, but like in
Yeah.
a, oh my God, you're so beautiful, you little loser, like saying stuff like that. It kind of, I don't know, breaks the ice,
Breaks the
and
ice.
it
Right, right.
feels so much more natural and comfortable because it's very alienating speaking English sometimes.
Mhm.
So it's good to have, I don't know, humor in that language. Yeah.
Yes, right. But you speak so well. How do you learn English?
was uh, I was lucky enough to be educated in like this really toity school uh, where they spoke great English. Um, so there, and my dad
Mm.
was a writer. He had his own library of like 50,000 books, a whole house dedicated to that. So we called it the library.
Oh,
Um, and
wow.
my mom's also a writer. Our whole family's, we have a bunch of writers. So language is a big part of who we are. And I think it came quite naturally. But it is the bane of my existence because when I'm trying to teach English and people ask me, how do you know English so well? I'm like, I don't have any, like, I don't have a
Answer.
journey, I don't have a
Mm.
journey to talk about.
No, no, no. It's quite good actually when it is in the environment, when it is your parents are talking, speaking to you in English. It's quite natural, just like our mother tongue. It
Yeah, yeah.
always stay with us in that manner, and it is very evident while you speak and talk.
Thank
So,
you.
Upashna, I have watched your few of the videos on YouTube, and I'm very happy today. You are my tutor here, and I have watched your some of the video with a boy. I just forgot his name. He's quite good. He also speaks very well, and you people are speaking very friendly way, and you are just reading some kind of poetry. And
Jenil. Yeah, it was Jenil.
Ajay, I think, yeah.
Jenil.
So you are a great writer, I would say, because I have just listened to your poetry and I liked it so much. So that kind of thing is, yeah, your mother and father is also writer. So that could be one of the reason. So if you can suggest few things, like I'm also a teacher, and yeah, I'm also just related to these literature things. Students come to me, we have sometimes activities related to that. So if students ask to us how to enhance this skill of writing, like you write beautifully, what is your suggestion for them? To
Oh
read,
Lord,
to read more,
that's
or
quite a
anything else what
pleasure.
you did?
Okay. Well, see, I have just published my debut like poetry collection. So again, I will just say this is completely, I don't think I'm qualified to give advice, but I can talk about writing and my process and
From your experience.
yeah. And with I have held like a poetry creative writing workshop with kids and adults, and most of it is about description and describing, and not really creative as much because it's hard to get people creative when they're on the move, going
Mm,
workshop to workshop. But I think one of my most vivid memories from back in school while writing was when my teachers would say, show, don't tell, show, don't tell. And I
mm,
carry that with everything. It's such a
mm.
simple statement, and many teachers use that
Wow. Mm,
teaching English. But to me, it
mm,
meant so much because um, I love it. I love descriptive writing more than creative writing. I don't care for science fiction. I don't really care for crime, and I'm not there for the plot. If it's written well, if you
mm,
feel like you know the person who's writing it, if you feel like you're right there with them, that's beautiful to me. That's so beautiful to me. Like, even I say this with people who ask me about writing. I don't I love people who are vocabulary nuts. Like, if you
mm,
have like word of the day stuff or
mm.
something like that, that's very cool to me. If you have like big cool words like Shashi Tharoor or something, I think that's so cool. However, I think good writing doesn't necessarily need big fancy words. It needs
Right.
description. It needs being more specific, being more
Mm,
particular.
mm,
Like if I'm saying my coffee was filled with effervescent bubbles or something like that, it's good, but I can't really
mm,
touch the coffee. I can't feel the
mm,
coffee. I don't know what coffee even is anymore, you
mm,
know? So, saying my coffee was frothy with bubbles and it was cold, and I saw a little kid next to me blowing bubbles through the straw to make it go blah, 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 you know? Like those little details, those little
yeah, little details
quirks,
and make it simple as well.
it's
Mm,
so sweet and it feels more raw. It feels like
mm,
you're here with me.
me.
I hope. Not me being so narcissistic right now.
No, but you are absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
Even one of the biggest like lessons I learned was after COVID. I was trying to write something about that period of time, and I went to my English teacher and I was telling her I wrote this poem. So I said something like, "The sky is gray with grief and mourning."
Mm,
Okay, which okay, great, I guess. But she was like, grief and
mm,
mourning, these are big feelings. These are heavy feelings. And
mm,
these are feelings that not everyone understands too well. These are big words. But
mm,
once you describe something like a mother holding her child up to the air, saying,
mm,
why me? Why him? My child.
mm,
That's more impactful. I have seen
mm,
that before. Everyone during COVID, they went to a hospital and they knew there was
mm.
no oxygen there. So when you
Right, right.
describe in more, not just describe, but when you're more particular, when you're more specific about what grief is, that
Mm,
betrayal of like my child, how could my child die? I'm supposed to die for
mm.
my child. You know, that kind of,
Right, right.
you can't really explain it with big words.
Mm,
It's something that needs to be felt. And for something to be felt, you need to describe it. You need to bring that reader to you,
mm,
pull them to you, even if it's violent, pull them to you.
mm.
That's the power of good writing.
Yeah, right, right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think being organic, being original is more important than going in detail. And also it should be sometime some kind of like if you are passionate enough, you can go in detail. So that's wonderful, I'll say. So anything you would like to ask me?
Nothing, I just think that you speak really gracefully and you carry yourself with such grace. And I just wanted to say that was really beautiful to me, the way you
Thank
even
you so
asked
much.
me all those things. So, yeah. And I hope you're having a good time teaching. Has Dastra caused any lag or like you're good?
Yeah, right, right, right. So today I have a class and I had actually class and I gave like you go and revise from ninth to 12th book because they are from the BSc first semester. They were like, ma'am, we have just left these things and now you are again saying go and revise it. I just said these are the fundamentals. You should learn these things. You don't
Yeah.
have to do like you just learned and written in an exam and you just forget now. Go and revise it.
God, how do you
Mm,
motivate the kids? I try with my like tuition kids, and to
mm,
a whole hour, I'm like, please pick up your pen, please pick up your pen, please write, please write, please write. It's like everything I've given to them, but they're like,
mm.
ma'am, no. So it's like, I don't know how you motivate them.
No, it's really difficult, but yeah, for like if you're dealing with they're small kids,
Yeah,
young kids, yeah,
first to
that
sixth.
time it's quite difficult. That time is quite difficult because I have the same issue with my own kids, but here they are the degree college students. So I think they are knowing why they are there. Still, there are few students are always to poke something in your nose. You have to be very careful and like always aware about these things.
Well,
But it's okay.
I hope I'm as good as you one day.
No,
As,
no, I think you are the better one.
oh, please.
And and I hope you should be like that only, like
Um,
organic, very expressive, writing your poetry and doing this beautiful job with being passionate enough. So I would love to watch you
so much.
on
Oh,
YouTube.
it's okay. Well, all right. The session has come to an end, but I really enjoyed speaking with you.
Yeah, same
Have a
here.
great day.
Same to you. Thank you so
Bye.
much. Bye.